first win, first goals away from home, but what about the performance? Is that the best performance away from home?
I suppose it is because we won, but I've got to say I thought we played very well at Tottenham when we lost 1-0. I was pretty pleased with the performance when we lost 1-0 up in Newcastle. But of course when it's a defeat with you on the way home, you don't really feel any type of satisfaction. But today with a victory, of course, it does feel more satisfying. But it's three clean sheets in a row now away from home, which is good. And of course, even more importantly, we've killed that hoodoo that we seem to be suffering from, that we don't score goals away from home, which is always, I think, been a bit surprising for me, because in each of those away games, and the same applies to Brighton and West Brom, the chances were there, and we were very close to scoring goals. Today we actually did score them.
I suppose it was sod's law that Christian would, happily for you, sod's law that Christian would score the opening goal.
Yeah, well, that's good for him, I think. I mean, I think he was very strong and did the right things after the penalty miss. He held his hand up, and I think everyone, certainly in the club and the teammates, that we all appreciated that, and we know that he's a quality player. The goal he scored really is the sort of goal he's going to score, and had it not been from a real wonder save from Kasper Schmeichel, he would have scored 2 today, because he got in the positions well, and when he gets in there, he's a good header of the ball.
What was the finger in the ear celebration all about, Rob?
His what?
His fingers in the ear celebration, what was that all about?
I've no idea, I didn't see it. To be fair, I don't see things on the television. B, once we scored the goal, my first reaction is to try and speak to the players to make certain we're ready for the kick-off, so I didn't see what celebration he did, so I got no comment on it.
I think you've been a bit kind on Christian. He could have had 4 or 5, to be honest. He missed his kick 3 or 4 times in front of the goal.
Well, if he keeps getting in, one thing's for certain, if he keeps getting into situations in good positions in front of goal, either with his feet or his head, he's going to score goals. His record at Aston Villa was a goal every 2 games, and it wouldn't surprise me if he couldn't match that here, at least in the remaining games of the season. That's what we're going to be hoping for.
Do you think it's a question of confidence? Because again, looking at his stats last season, it seems to be 1 and 2.
Perhaps it is. Sometimes all centre forwards go through periods where the ball won't seem to go into the net for them, and of course he's had a lot of injuries this year. I mean, he played the first 4 games, and he played 1 game for me, and then he was out for a period of time. So this is now he's in a rhythm of games now. He's playing 90 minutes, he's starting every game. I think once that happens, and we get the type of service in that Andros provided him with, he'll score goals.
I mean, it's the nature of our business that Christian will sort of pop the headlines, as it were. But there was a number of good performances out there from the players today. Andros, Ruben.
Yeah.
To be honest, I couldn't pick 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think it was a good team performance. I'm really delighted with everybody, including the 2 central midfield players. We lost Luka Milivojevic. We've been a little bit unlucky that, I don't know, in a game where I think we only got 1 yellow card, and it fell to the guy who was already on 4. Against Watford, I think we got 2 yellow cards, and it felt that the guy was already on 4. So we've been a little bit unlucky in that respect. And I don't quite know what Benteke does to get yellow cards, because he doesn't seem to commit any fouls to me, but there you go.
I mean, you've had time now, Roy, haven't you, to have a good look at all the players and suss out what their attributes are. You mentioned the 3 clean sheets away from home. So defensively, that's what you're good at. We know you're good at that. But today, going forward, you've got so many options going forward. You must be actually pleased that you've got the players in the team. They may not have a big enough squad, either way, but you've got players in this team that can do both. They can defend and they can cause harm to the other end.
Yeah, well, that's what we try to work on, and that's what I've always worked on with all of my teams, going all the way back to 1976. And there's no doubt that if you want to be a good team, you've got to both defend well and attack well. There's no point just doing one of those things well if you really want to be successful. And it's important for us that the front players know that if we can get you a couple of goals every game, you're not going to be letting 3 in at the back, so we're getting beat 3-2 every week.